Alright guys, what's happening? I'm back again. Just when you thought it was safe to go back on YouTube, I'm back. I've been doing so much content today. This is my 4th live stream. Now where do I start, guys? The transfer window for us. This is the 3rd official day of the transfer window, summer transfer window. And already things are going a bit bad for us, yeah. They're going a little bit pear-shaped, as we say in the business. Where do I start? Anyway, look, let me start first by thanking everybody for your continued support on my channel. McManus, yeah, so many different people. Where do I start, guys? Yeah, anyway, thank you to everybody for your continued support on my channel now. Your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I really, really appreciate it. It's been a bad transfer window so far for Arsenal. We're kind of slipping into the... We've been kind of slipping into the, I don't know, the ways of old, yeah, like we did last season and the season before. We're very, very, very slow and lethargic in the transfer window. And when we tend to get players, they don't tend to be the players we need or the quality we need in the squad. And basically, that's it. I mean, we've been linked with so many players recently. Let me just put up this comment from the main man, McManus Gaming. If you haven't already, guys, come support his channel. Subscribe to his channel. He has the McManus Gaming and he has McManus Sense. Subscribe to both, okay? Do yourselves a favor. Like his videos. Come support the man. Big up, man. One tap in. The Gundogan's been released by City. Watch City pounce them. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. But if Gundogan has been released by City, we're in trouble. I wasn't aware of that. There's been so much going on behind the scenes at Arsenal with different players, with this, that, and the other. Kai Havertz, Moises Caicedo. Havertz, of course, is at Chelsea. Caicedo is our long-term aim, that player we've been trying to sign from Brighton, starting way back in January, about the same time as Declan Rice, to be honest. Havertz is a new thing, a new development. For some reason, the club feel it necessary to buy him from Chelsea. I don't think it's necessary, to be honest, to get that player. I honestly don't. I don't think it's necessary for us to get that player. I don't think he's anything better than what we have at the club right now in the forwards. I think the players we have at the club right now are better than him. So I don't know why the club is chasing him. You know what I mean? I don't know what the thought is behind that. We don't need him. But look, let me start with Moises Caicedo, guys. Yeah, of course, this is about Rice, but it's about the transfers in general. Caicedo looks to be going to Chelsea. And for some reason, Arsenal are moving on the way and letting that happen. I mean, we're also being linked with Lavia. I mean, if we got all the money together that we were going to pay for Havertz and Lavia, we could get Caicedo and we could get Declan Rice. That's if the club were actually being proactive at the moment, which is something that they're not. They're not being proactive at the moment, and that is a cause of concern for everybody associated with the club. Of course, all the plastic fans, the alternative fanboys, these kind of guys. And when I was watching League Gunner earlier, I think he summed it up correctly, guys. But look, I'm going to get into that in a while. That has more to do with Declan Rice. But Caicedo, a great player. We made 2 bids for him last January. Rejected. I mean, what was the point of all of that if we're going to let Chelsea come in and swoop in and get the player? It doesn't make any sense. Seriously. I mean, can somebody explain that to me? It does not make any sense to let that happen. He's a very, very good player. That player we need. Now McManus is saying that Gundogan has been released by City. If that's the case, then they're going to be looking for Declan Rice. And he will go to City and he will not go to Arsenal. And that will be the end of that. You know what I mean? I mean, who would you choose, guys, if you had the choice? City or Arsenal? You know what I mean? Obviously, he wants to be... of course, he wants something with West Ham. Yeah? He won a European trophy recently when West Ham beat Fiorentina in the Europa Conference League final. But he wants to be assured of winning something, you know? More trophies. And he would have a better chance with City than Arsenal, let's be honest about it. They are treble winners. We won none. Gundogan wants a Barca vote. More power to him. I hope it works out for him. I mean, that would suit him. That would suit him. He's been fantastic for City this season. When the chips are down, when the shit's hit the fan, Gundogan has been all you need to know. He's been flying around the place, and he's been fantastic for them. What else can I say? He's been really, really, really good for them. You know what I mean? He's been really, really good for them. So I don't know. It is what it is, guys. But definitely, we're not off to the best of starts in the transfer window. We don't seem to be able to get the players we want. I doubt Declan Rice is going to come to the club now, to be honest. I think that was all a load of absolute, you know what I mean? Absolutely ridiculous. I don't think that's going to happen at all, in my own opinion. I just can't see how it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Honestly, I can't. Arsenal have pulled out of the race to sign Moises Caicedo, guys. This is one of the problems happening right now. You can say what you like. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know why we're making so much trouble when it comes to signing players. It's like there is no real interest there. I mean, it's like a token gesture trying to sign the player. It does not make any sense. To me, anyway, high up or low down for letting this happen. We're not moving like a big club. It's as simple as that. We're moving like a small club. You know what I mean? We should be getting deals done. We should be confident. We didn't have a bad season last season. We finished second in the league. For a while there, it looked like we were going to be champions. But now the mindset, the people running the club, I don't know. They just seem to be kind of falling back and settling back into the same old routines. And it's concerning. I'm not going to lie. It's concerning. I mean, if that continues, we could be in a bit of trouble this season, because we're going to be back in the Champions League, somewhere we have not been for a while. It's ultra competitive in the Champions League. We're obviously going to get knocked out of that. I mean, it goes without saying, we're obviously going to get knocked out of the Champions League pretty early, I'd imagine. So what else is going to happen? You know what I mean? Honestly. Seriously, guys, I don't know what else to say. It's been, yeah. Chelsea have agreed personal terms with Villarreal forward Nicholas Jackson. Interesting. Man City working hard on Guardiola deal. Chelsea turned down Arsenal's opening Havertz bid. Arsenal have had an opening offer for Kai Havertz turned down by Chelsea, according to the Telegraph. Talks though continue, the report says, with German international said to be interested in the move. But they're saying that Bayern Munich are also coming for him, you know. And he hasn't been that good either way for Chelsea. I honestly think Arsenal might know where they're going for him. Bayern Munich to rival Arsenal for Havertz, they can have him. Arsenal to target Lavia, leaving Chelsea clear Plata Casido. No, that makes all the sense in the world, man. That doesn't make no sense at all. And what's been going on in the transfer window with Arsenal at the moment has been absolutely ridiculous. Thank you to everybody for tuning in, guys. If you want, smash the like in the video for me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to send a thanks, there's a thanks button. You can donate a little bit of money. I am monetized, so Hit that button for me, guys. The McManus Gaming, Arsenal Football Club, destroying real fans' dreams since moving to the Emirates. Jesus. Yeah, the animosity is growing, huh? The discontent. I mean, there'll have to be another demonstration if this is the case. I mean, a demonstration against the club and the owners should be organised. You know what I mean? Even if it doesn't work and even if we don't get what we need, we should organise that. Organise a demonstration, go to the ground, see what's going on. You know what I mean? March to the ground and see what's going on with the club. I mean, a demonstration will definitely be effective, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And it would be good for the fans to get together and actually support change. But of course, there's a lot of fans there. They just want to support the board and Edu. And that's where the problems arise. Painful stuff, guys. Painful reading. You know what I mean? Arsenal will target Southampton midfielder Romeo Lavia this summer. The Gunners have now reportedly decided to give Chelsea a clear back to sign Brighton's Moises Caicedo. Mikel Arteta, the Arsenal manager, wants to sign 2 midfielders this summer, according to The Guardian, and is prioritising a move for Declan Rice. The hefty price tag for Rice, with West Ham valuing the 24-year-old at more than 100 million, means Arsenal are likely to pursue a deal for Caicedo. I expect Arsenal to go back in for Rice, but Manchester City are lurking. Man United have made a final 50 million bid for Mount. Man United are ready to make an improved 50 million bid for Chelsea midfield Mason Mount, reports the Daily Mirror. 6 people watching, guys. Welcome along to my live stream. Thank you for your support. I am monetized. If you want to send a super thanks and donate a little bit of money to me, I'd appreciate it, as I am monetized. Alright, guys. If not, just smash the like in this video for me and subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. And thank you to everybody for tuning in. It's a good time to be uploading at this time, and it's a good time to be going live. Man United to make 50 million bid for Mount. Man United are ready to make an improved 50 million bid for Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount. United have seen a 40 million offer turned down and are unlikely to make any further bids for the England international should they be turned down again by Chelsea. Mount, who has 1 year left on his deal, is valued at 70 million by Chelsea, and reports say United are unwilling to meet these demands. Just drinking some water, guys. It's all good. The thing is, the way I see things, Chelsea seem to want top dollar for their players. You know what I mean? They're one of these clubs that actually want to get back what they invested and more, which is how business works. But they're very confident in how they do it. They stick to their guns and they hold out for what they believe the player to be valued at. That is something maybe different that a lot of other teams do not do. A lot of other clubs do not do. Chelsea are ultra professional, in my opinion, when it comes to that. When it comes to the finances and the way the club is run, they make sure that they get back what they invested in the player and a little bit more, which is what football is all about, I suppose, to be honest. I mean, it's business at the end of the day. And Chelsea are very good at it. I mean, they're making sure that they get their money back on the players that they have actually bought. And a little bit more in between. You know what I mean? It's a little bit mad, to be honest, but that's the way it works. McManus Gaming, I don't understand. If Rice is a priority and we've been in for him since January, then why have we not met the 100 million price tag? Why insult West Ham with 80 million? My question exactly, man. My point exactly. And that's what I've been banging on about all day today on my streams. I've done 3 previous streams before this. I'm off work today, so I have a bit of time to put effort into my channel. I have to put a bit of time into my channel. We're not serious about buying him. That's all it can be. I mean, this pathetic offer we made of 80 million when the player is clearly valued at 100 million by West Ham. I mean, they shouldn't be talking to us anymore, to be honest, when we put forward a deal like that. We'd have to say that's pretty much that. Yeah, if I was Declan Rice and if I was West Ham United, I would be very, very unhappy with that situation. And I would move away from it. You know what I mean? I would not let myself be in that situation anymore, to be honest. But you know, it's already starting out to be a bit of a contentious, disappointing transfer window, and it's only 3 days in. We need real quality in our ranks come the new season. It's going to be a much different season to last season. We're also in the Champions League. We need some strength and depth. We need extra quality to be able to come off the bench. Our starting 11 also needs to be strengthened. There's a lot that needs to be talked about. But for some reason, the board don't seem to be up to the task of actually getting the job done. That is the concerning thing. That is the most concerning thing for me. And they seem lethargic. They seem lacking ideas. They don't seem to know what they're doing. They don't seem to know what they want. They don't seem to know how to actually run the club and get the best transfers possible. Also, they're not good at running the business because we let players go for free on free transfers. They let their contract wind down and get a free transfer. Other clubs are making sure they get what they can from that. You know what I mean? Because that obviously finances them when it comes to further deals. I mean, that's how business works and operates. So I don't know why they're behaving like this. It's been disappointing, I'm not going to lie. And it's only just begun. So we're going to be in for an interesting summer and an interesting new season. I mean, the season is kicking off already in 2 months' time, in August. So we've got 8 weeks. I mean, deals have to be done, yeah? We've only got 8 weeks, guys. Deals have to be done. I think the league is kicking off at the weekend. I actually head to Switzerland to visit a friend of mine. So I'll probably be over in Switzerland. Maybe that's for the best. Before having to come back and face the music. But you'd have to wonder, you know. You'd have to wonder, seriously, about what's been going on. Like Manus Gaming, Rice is our number one priority, but we're signing Havertz before Rice. Signing Havertz to Chelsea reject. Signing Havertz and funding Caicedo to Chelsea were an embarrassment. And the offer that we made for Rice, man, was the biggest problem. I mean, it was a terrible offer. It could only do one thing, and that was offend the club and offend Rice. I mean, the offer we made was just, I mean, are we serious about getting the player or are we not? Because if we're not serious about getting the player, we should just forget about it. You know what I mean? I mean, there's no point making an offer when it's like that. I mean, they made it clear what they value the player at. And then we give them 20 million, we offer them 20 million below that. Honestly, I mean to say. Brentford agreed to buy under 20 prospect Kim. Songyang defender Ji-Soon Kim reports Fabrizio Romano. The centre back was a member of FIFA's team at the tournament for the Under-20 World Cup, where South Korea finished fourth. Brentford making moves, huh? Walker is expected to leave for Bayern Munich. Kyle Walker is in talks to leave Man City for Bayern Munich. While the story says there is still some way to go for a deal to be finalised, it adds that Walker is now expected to leave City after a treble-winning season. Aberdeen have signed a Slovakian forward. Sorry. They don't know what to do on this page. Aberdeen has signed a Slovenian forward. Slovenian forward Esther Sulker has joined Aberdeen. 24-year-old has signed a 3-year contract. Signing from MK Radomile. What can I say, guys? It's not exactly the start of the transfer window already. Disappointing enough for all fans of the club. I mean, we're not being very sure and direct and straight at the players that we want to get. We seem to be hesitating about certain things, putting it to chance. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense personally for me. Anyway. We're not doing ourselves any favours. Tosin under consideration at Tottenham. Tosin Adarabayero is among the potential centre-back targets to consider by Tottenham. Interest in the Fulham defender is at an early stage, but the club owners seem to have been discussing whether to make their interest formal. Spurs have been monitoring the situation around his contract. As well as his performances under Marco Silva last season. 25-year-old deal was due to expire this summer, but the West Londoners triggered an extension until 2024 earlier this year. Talks were also held with Fulham about a new long-term deal earlier in the season with Similar keen to keep him, but they have not progressed. Maitland-Niles among 13 released by Arsenal. Ashley Maitland-Niles has been released by Arsenal in his 19-year association with the club to an end. The 25-year-old is among the 13 players released by the Gunners. Maitland-Niles leaves the Emirates that have won the FA Cup in 2020 and 2 Community Shields. Wishing you all the best for your next chapter. Maitland-Niles, once a Gunner, always a Gunner. Along with Maitland-Niles, men's players Zach All, Joe, George Lewis, Matt Smith, Tom Smith, Callum Green, Alexander Kovacevic, Tino Comina, and Matthias Roberts, and women's team players Mana Iwabuki, Rafael Sousa, and Franz Stenson will leave the club upon the expiry of their contracts. Thank all their players for the contributions to the club during their time with us. You will always be part of the Arsenal family, and we wish you all the best of health, happiness, and success in your futures. Stay on red. Yeah, well, that has to be done, you know what I mean? Things like that have to be done from time to time, unfortunately. But Maitland-Niles, not a bad player, not a bad player. Right, let's see. Brighton signed Dahoud from Dortmund. Brighton have also signing a German midfielder Mahmoud Dahoud from Borussia Dortmund. 27-year-old will join Albion on a 4-year contract from July the 1st, following the expiry of his deal with the Bundesliga club. Syria-born Dahoud, who was capped twice. One second, guys. Alright, sorry what that is, was just reading the news. Here we go, McMahon is another comment. We could have sold Ashley Maitland-Niles to Wolves a couple of seasons ago for 20 million. Yet we released him and we're paying Pepe to leave and losing money for him. How's that not being sacked? Because he's a yes man, yeah. I should have questioned him that time I met him in central London. And I regret now that I didn't. But it is what it is. I saw him like last September, guys, in central London. I maybe should have pounced. You know what I mean? Made him with the old school kind of madness. But yeah. Disappointing. Yeah, it's just the way things have been run at the club. It's the way we've been handling things at the club so far. I mean, it doesn't exactly seem to be ideal. You know what I mean? I don't know what we're doing, to be honest. I don't think the board do either. It's just been constant disappointment after disappointment. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? I don't think we'll be able to actually get the deals done that we need. And it is very, very disappointing. It's very disappointing. I mean, I can imagine what a lot of the other girls think about this. So other people probably going to comment on this in the foreseeable future in the next couple of days and what has actually been happening at the club. It is an embarrassment, no doubt. The bid we made for Declan Rice was just, I don't know what they were thinking when they made that bid. I mean, what good could come of it? Nothing at all, in my opinion. And why they kept going with it, It's embarrassing. Like, I mean, the offer we made, it was under what they actually valued him at. I mean, what good was it to make that offer? We should have offered exactly what they were looking for, and we would have had the player. It's as simple as that. I mean, why are they doing this? It does not make sense. I mean, are they that cash strapped? The club has the money. Let's not kid ourselves here, guys. The club has the money. So why do that then? Makes no sense to me. The club actually has the cash to spend there. So why are they doing this then? Why are they behaving like that? And what's with the hesitation? Why hesitate in a matter like this? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense to me anyway. I honestly don't believe that the club actually know what they're doing. And where is the second bid for Declan Rice? And when is it coming? And why did they only bid 80 million in the first place when they made it clear West Ham that he was valued at 100? You'd have to wonder, guys, about what would be going on sometimes at the club. I mean, we made the bid for Declan Rice of 80 million, and West Ham had him valued at 100 million. Why did we even do that? They want 100 million. We offered them 100 million. Honestly, man. Thomas Ceballos, hey, old school gunner, are you still Arteta out? How are you getting on anyway, man? I hope you're well. I hope you're keeping good. Am I still Arteta out? Not to seem like stubborn and just to prove a point, but yeah, I am. Definitely the way we fell apart at the end of the season. Arteta needs to take the blame. Arteta needs to take the blame for that. The way we fell apart at the end of the season. It wasn't just his fault. The players as well were suspect. I mean, Partey, Odegaard, Ramsdale, Saka, Martinelli was off the boil. Yeah, one of the fellas that actually played better for us was Reece Nelson. Zinchenko was crap. Of course, Saliba. We missed him a lot. He had a fantastic season. Rob Holding came in and he did his very best for the club. But definitely, Arteta's man management and match management was far from what was required at the moment. We were 8 points clear in April, and it was the biggest turnaround in, I think, in Premier League history. We were 8 points behind them. That's the way it would have finished, except they took their foot off the gas. Maybe it would have been more. So it was like a 16-point turnaround. I mean, the way they capitulated, and say what you want about the Anfield and to the Etihad, playing City, difficult places to go. The West Ham game, the Southampton game, the Brighton game, the game we narrowly beat Bournemouth, thanks to Reece Nelson's brilliance. I mean, there was plenty of games that we should have been winning, no problem. Like, we were pushing for the title. And for my teams that were fighting relegation, Arsenal were going for the title. We're on a title charge. And our performances were absolutely shocking. The Southampton game, I mean, Arteta's got to take the rap for that. But like I said, the players also, because they underperformed completely. But what happened, Thomas, man, what happened last season was that I could see on the field that Arteta and the team were giving absolutely everything they had. So I put down my tomahawk about Arteta for the moment, and I pushed behind the team, and I supported them, and I spoke positively of them because they deserve it to a certain extent, because they played good football. But then the way it ended, I looked, there was a certain amount of luck, I would say, last season, because a lot of the other teams had an off season. That won't be the case in the new season. We're not going to get anywhere near the league. It's a pity that we bottled it last season. A lot of the English players as well have escaped criticism because they play for England. Yeah, they were terrible. Absolutely terrible. Anyway, thank you for your comment, man. And I hope you're keeping well. Nice to have you back on my stream. All right, let's rock. Dave, big up you. Doing more on your channel than Eddie was in the summer transfer window. I know, I had the day off today, guys. This is my 4th stream. But yeah, share the love, guys. Share the love. I respect it. Please do more live streams. I enjoy coming on and watching. Yeah, I did 4 today. Just to let you know, guys, I am actually monetized. My channel is monetized. So if somebody wants to hit like a thanks and send me like a pound or two, $1 or two, then please do. I would appreciate it. Send me a super chat. Yeah, that would be nice. All right, because my channel is actually monetized. I can make money on my channel. So yeah, that would be a nice extra bit of money for me. If someone wants to send me a super chat right now for $1 or two, I would really appreciate it. All right, guys, make my day. I'm going to head off to Switzerland in August, guys, to see a friend of mine. I would head off to Switzerland in August to see a friend of mine. So it's notoriously expensive there. So yeah, that would be good. Brighton have announced the signing of German midfielder Mahmoud Dahoud from Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, they're making moves, huh? Seagulls, guys. Roberto De Zerbi. They're making moves. Yeah. Lo Celso on Barcelona radar. Barcelona have put Tottenham midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso on their summer target list. And they want Gundogan there, is what I heard, because now he's leaving City. Barca boss Xavi is a huge admirer of the playmaker and has put him among his midfield options to pursue in the market. Barca are open to discussing Lo Celso with Spurs should they initiate discussions over bringing Clement Lenglet back to Hotspur way. Lenglet has returned to Barcelona following a season-long loan and he remains on Spurs' list of target. Barca are looking to sign at least one new midfielder with Manchester City star Gundogan, who will be a free agent on July the 1st, also on the shortlist of targets. Interesting stuff, guys. There's a lot going on there. Arsenal are now looking at Onana from Everton. Yeah, he's a good player, man. He's a good player. But yeah, we can't be linked to every player under the sun at the moment. I mean, at some point we got to put up or shut up and actually buy the players we need. You know what I mean? I mean, it's almost like cowardice. You know what I mean? It's about time for the team to actually get moving, the club get moving, and bring in the signings we need. And that's all there is about it. For some reason, we don't seem to be really kind of up on it. We seem to be kind of lagging behind the others. And it has been quite disappointing, I'm not going to lie. Especially the way it's gone so far. 3 days into the transfer window, we're just kind of going through the motions almost. I don't know, is that the best way to describe it? Yeah, we're just going through the motions, really. You know, we're showing no kind of fight or belief or determination to get deals done. We're just going through the motions. Chelsea have decided to, this is from Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea have decided to submit official proposal from Moises Caicedo next week. Is it so difficult to do it, guys? Arsenal submit an official proposal. Direct talks will take place with Brighton in order to get it done. The agreement on personal terms is at very advanced stages since yesterday, almost done. Honestly, guys, there you go. Done and done. Yeah. Arsenal still in talks for Rice and Havertz. Keep in mind Caicedo. Caicedo's gone. It's just been posted by Fabrizio Romano that Chelsea have got him. So forget about that. It's really disappointing, you know. But that's what happens, guys. That's what happens in football. That's what happens in business. Shocking is the way I could describe it. Arsenal, man, I swear to God, they're moving like a small club. Caicedo was a long-term target of ours, but of course, if another team comes in, like Chelsea, for example, that actually know how to run things, we're not going to be able to compete with that. It's as simple as that. That's all it was about it. Alright, kicking a bit of game there, guys. Kicking a bit of game as best I can. You know what I mean? What can I say? I'm kicking game. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. What a transfer window this is turning out to be. I'm delighted that I've had today off and be able to read the news wise, but it's not been positive reading for Arsenal fans. You know, Chelsea have got Caicedo. I mean, we're in for an interesting season, no doubt. We are in for an interesting season. Interesting being the word, yeah. I don't know if it's going to be positive or negative, but it's interesting. Let's see. Man United announced retain list. De Gea talks continue. So Man United have confirmed that they are in talks with David De Gea over a new contract, while Phil Jones and Alex Tuanzebe have been released. De Gea's deal expires at the end of the month, but United want to keep him in Old Trafford. He's been terrible though. Fellow keepers Tom Heaton and Nathan Bishop have had extensions triggered on their deals outside defenders Reece Bennett and Ethan Laird. I don't know, man. Maresca in demand, but can success at Man City be replicated? Enzo Maresca is Pep Guardiola's assistant and Roberto De Zerbi's pal, but with Leicester reaching a verbal agreement with the Italian, replicating Manchester City's success is no sure thing. Yeah, of course not. Man City won't stand in Bernardo Silva's way. Manchester City will not stand in Bernardo Silva's way if he wishes to leave the club. However, as has previously been the case, the player and his representatives must request the transfer, present a suitable offer to the treble winners to consider. PSG are interested in signing him, while Barcelona have a long-term interest in the Portugal international. In an ideal world for City, Silva will stay and sign a new long-term contract, having been instrumental in their momentous achievements this season, winning the Champions League, Premier League and FA Cup. Whereas Silva is understood to have considered a move away from City last summer, which did not materialise. Smalling signs Roma extension. Chris Smalling has signed a new 2-year contract with Roma, the Italian club have announced. Smalling, 33, joined Roma on a season-long loan deal from Manchester United 2007, a 3-year deal to make the move permanent in 2020. The former England centre-half told Roma's official website choosing to remain at Roma was an easy decision to make. Ah, that's nice. He's happy. I'm playing the best football of my career here, and my family and I felt so welcome in this wonderful city from day one. What's more, this club is clearly taking great strides forward in all areas. He's happy with that. That's no trouble. Me, the missus and the kids are going to the Canary Islands where the volcanoes are in 3 weeks. I bet we still haven't signed. Those are in 3 weeks. I bet we still haven't signed Declan Rice by then. Nah, I'd say not. There's no way that's going to have happened, man. I hope you're looking forward to your holiday anyway. When you head over there anyway, just switch off completely. Don't be thinking about what the team are doing or anything like that. Seriously. Here comes the song from Arsenal Forever. Oh Nana, what's my name? Oh Nana, what's my name? Is that a song for him? Is it or something? He's a good player though. Honestly, I hope we can. Look, Jesus, I swear to God, this whole thing with Caicedo and the whole thing with Rice and the situation with Havertz. I mean, what are the club doing? I mean, we had these long-term players that we wanted to sign. We had these long-term targets, and we're just letting them all go one by one, you know. And we're not being serious about signing them. I mean, there can be no excuses for that, yeah. We're not signing the players. There can be absolutely no excuses for that, please. I don't care what anybody says it. There can be no excuses for that. Man, it's gaming. Champions League next season. More cup competitions with the league and FA Cup. We have no squad depth, no new signings, so we'll get kicked out of cup comps and bottle the league again. Shambles FC. Yeah, but we've got bigger fish to fry, man. You have to understand that too, yeah. We, as a club, have bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry. Alright, let me drop a message there. 2 seconds. But yeah, Arsenal Forever. Rihanna sang the song Onana. Ah, yeah. I seen her live once actually, like maybe 20 years ago. I saw her live. I was in Dublin when I was still living in Ireland. I'm from Cork in the south. I travelled up to the capital. I travelled up to Dublin to see Destiny's Child play um, at Lansdowne Road, which is now the Aviva Stadium. So I saw them play at the Aviva Stadium a long time ago with an ex-girlfriend of mine. They were fantastic, man. There was a lot of teenage girls there screaming their heads off. But wow, man, Kelly Rowland, she has got a voice like it's unbelievable. Actually, say what you want about Beyonce and the rest of them, but for me, Kelly Rowland, man, her voice is booming. It was like a shotgun. You know what I mean? Seriously, man, what a voice. Man City talks with Guardiola advancing. Transfer guru Fabrizio Romano has provided this update on Manchester City's pursuit of RB Leipzig defender Josko Guardiola. Understand Manchester City are advancing on Josko Guardiola deal on player side. Negotiations on personal terms are progressing well, same as Kovacic. Leipzig will only sell Guardiola for a huge fee, otherwise they are prepared to keep him for one more season. Arsenal to return with an improved Rice bid. But yeah, guys, interesting times ahead for Arsenal. Huh? Very interesting times ahead for the club. I mean, what else can I say? Arsenal are preparing to increase their bid for Declan Rice after West Ham rejected their opening offer of 80 million. The Gunners are expected to submit an improved bid of 90 million plus add-ons for the England international, but the London clubs are believed to be at odds over the structure of payments. It's claimed Arsenal will give West Ham first refusal on players leaving the game. Still, this summer spotted David striker Eddie Nketiah reportedly on the Hammers' radar. Yeah, that's all well and good, man. But I mean, seriously, like, since we're selling our soul to the devil here, man, and some of the moves we're making, I mean, we need to get Rice in at the club. Like instead of Nketiah, I don't know, man. He's better than Havertz. Simple as, in my opinion. Eddie Nketiah is better than Kai Havertz. So, what do you want to be sending him on for and have Havertz come in and you can keep him? Ferdinand steps down as QPR Director of Football. Geez, I didn't know he was QPR Director of Football. Les Ferdinand stepped down from his role as Director of Football at QPR after more than 8 years at the club. Geez, I didn't know he was Director of Football at QPR. This is actually good for, yeah. Sky Sports News revealed earlier on Friday that Ferdinand was expected to leave his position, and the Championship side have now confirmed the news. Ferdinand initially returned to Loftus Road in October 2014 as head of football operations before moving into his current role in February 2015. Ferdinand said, "This has not been an easy decision. My life is football, I love football, and I want to stay in football, but I do feel this is the right time for me to step down from my position here. Everyone knows how special Queen's Park Rangers is to me, and it has been a privilege to be back at the club. They have been challenging times, and I have had to make some very difficult decisions, but every decision I have made has been with the best interest of the club at heart. I would like to thank the owners whose commitment to this club is incredible. They have such a strong desire to keep QPR fans the club they give QPR fans the club they want and deserve. I will be the biggest supporter as they look to achieve it. I also want to thank the fans. I know it has been difficult for them recently, but their passion is what makes them so special. If you want to know what support means, look at our last home game after a tough year. They gave us our biggest attendance of the season. It says everything about the QPR fans. This is the club that gave me my chance in football. It always means so much to me, and I wish the ours every success in the future. Leicester reached Maresca agreement. Leicester City have reached a verbal agreement with Enzo Maresca to take over as their new manager. Arsenal, what is your all-time favourite Arsenal players from 1 to 11? Oof. Good question, man. That is a good question. All time. But I'd have to go for David Seaman in goal now. The back four, I think I'd have to go Adams, Tony Adams and Sol Campbell. Ashley Cole, and I don't know, was it Winterburn or Dixon who was playing in the other corner? But I would definitely go Seaman, David Seaman in goal, Tony Adams and Sol Campbell at the back, with Ashley Cole and whoever's on the other side. Yeah, I think Ashley Cole was left back, so whoever was the right back, was it Winterburn or Dixon? I would pick one of them. The midfield, oof, honest to God, man, so many good midfield players. But I'd actually have to go for. I know I tend to be keeping it in teams. Like I'm going Seaman, and it's almost the back four that played with him. Yeah, apart from Ashley Cole and Sol Campbell. You know what I mean? But I tend to be going like that. The midfield is even more so. I would say, geez, it's very difficult now. I mean, to choose between. I think Robert Perez played on the left side and Overmars played on the left side. Very difficult to choose between Overmars and Perez. I'd have to leave that open. Yeah. I'd say Overmars and Perez. One of the two. Yeah. Difficult. I can't choose between the two of them. The midfield, Vieira and Petit all day long. On the other side, Ray Parlour. Up front, Bergkamp and Henry. Simple. Breaking news: Arsenal will offer West Ham 99 million plus £1 add-ons. Yeah. That's breaking news, is it? Jesus. That'll be breaking news for the next 15 years. That's going to be the breaking news every day. All right, Arsenal Trevor, I want you to keep me up to date on the breaking news every single day. Okay? Big up. Sorry, there it is. Just checking on something. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm not ignoring you. Or maybe I am. No, I'm not enough. Yes. Alright, guys. So that's basically it. Let's see what's going on. Maignan unsure over Milan deal after Maldini exits. Premier League club scene. Mike Maignan is now reluctant to sign a new contract with AC Milan after the sacking of Paolo Maldini, technical director, according to L'Equipe. Maignan, France's new first-choice goalkeeper, looks set to commit his future to Milan after coming on just from Chelsea. However, 27-year-old is now keen to take his time over decision, with other Premier League clubs also keen. Man United targeting Diassi and Todibo. Manchester United are targeting France international centre-backs Axel Diassi and Jean-Claude Todibo, according to L'Equipe. United are in the market for a centre-back and also interested in Min Jin-Ke, although Bayern Munich are leading the race with the Napoli star. Napoli, Juventus, and two German clubs, including Borussia Dortmund, are keeping tabs on Todibo. Nice are reportedly not keen to sell the former Barcelona defender, who was tied to the Ineos club until 2027. The Aston ladies have got a huge coup they're after getting a very good player in Russo from Manchester United. I think on a free. Arsenal forever. Seaman, Cole, Dixon, Adams, O'Leary, Rocastle, Vieira, Perez, Ludberg, Burkhardt, Henry. I'd have to go for Seaman, Cole, Sol Campbell, Tony Adams, Winterborn. Like I said, on the left-hand side of the midfield, I'm not sure. Between Overmars and Perez, I can't make that decision. It's too difficult. But they were fantastic. Vieira and Petit in the middle. On the other side, Ray Parra. I'd go along with Lundberg. Yeah, the space for him. I'd go along with Lundberg. He was fantastic. And Burkham Bonnery. But I have to give a special mention, man, for Mark Overmars anyway, for me. It's between him and Perez for me. Overmars was an exceptional player. Exceptional. Ashley Cole at the back. Fantastic. Special mention as well for Alex Manninger, the Austrian goalkeeper that played for us. He was also a brilliant goalkeeper. Russo, a huge coup for Arsenal. Alessia Russo was always going to be a player of the top sides in the world football wanted. Arsenal signing her is a huge coup. Finally, the club got something right anyway. They signed a decent player. It's the women's team, but the hell with it, it's a good signing. Anders Limper was Anelka was fantastic. Yeah. Big up Nicholas Anelka, man. His documentary on Netflix was absolutely earth-shattering. I mean, one of the best documentaries I've seen in a long time is that Nicholas Anelka documentary, man. And his falling out with Dominic was brilliant in the French squad. The story coming out of that. What was going on. That was the thing. Alright, keep it going, guys. Keep supporting my channel. I'm going to go on a 17-hour live stream now. I've just decided. I'm going to close this out at midnight. So, oh yeah. It's slow one tonight on the channel. There's not many people actually tuning in. You know what I mean? Not that many people tuning in. It's kind of weird. But it is what it is. Let's go back to Transfer Centre. Alicia Russo was always going to be a player of the top sides in both World Football Wanted, Football World Wanted. Arsenal signing her was a huge coup. They fought off competition from the biggest clubs in the US and Europe as they looked to fire their way back to the top of the Women's Super League. Man U have wished Russo well in her future endeavours and there's no hard feelings between the party. But negotiations went on for 18 months, both more frustrations on both sides. United did offer Russo a considerable deal to become the club's highest paid player, but it was felt the final offer came too late. The club will have to spend bigger for to replace two of the league's top stars. As for Arsenal, Russo's arrival boasts a staggering strike force, especially when Vivian Medina and Ben Finnegan. McKenna pens long-term Ipswich deal. Kieran McKenna. We're delighted to announce that manager Kieran McKenna has signed a new long-term contract at Portland Road. Russo isn't the only player potentially leaving Man United in the next couple of weeks. Ona Batile, the 23-year-old on-action right back, seen as one of the Alright, let's keep on checking the stories. Arsenal got Russo. Nice. Jesus, some of the stories about her. Look at the transfers to Chase Barmella and Madison. Real Madrid set to sell Newcastle and Stoke flop Joselu. Jesus, they know what they're doing. Still here just doing bits at the moment. Look, that's your business. Your private life is your business, McMahon said. That's your personal life. You're doing bits, is it? I don't need to know. I don't need to know. The least I know, the better. When I'm questioned by the police, I can honestly say I don't know. You know what I mean? Oh, Jesus. I'm funny enough. Just checking out my moustache there. That's the only reason I do the stream, actually. I'd be like looking at my beard the whole time. How is it coming? What's happening here? Alright. My missus said she's kicking me up because of my obsession with only fools and horses. I said, okay, I'll fetch the suitcase from the van. You're funny, man. I'll fetch the suitcase from the van. I was living in Peckham for a while, you know. I know it wasn't filmed in Peckham, but I was living there. And at the back road, there's the Nag's Head. Shut up, Soppy. Tidy in the kitchen, you don't know. Suppose I am Soppy, aren't I? But tidy in the kitchen, is that? Do some tidying. I need to actually do some tidying. I'm washing clothes. Ah, well, it is what it is. I'll say la vie. You know what I mean? 17 views. Fantastic response for this. I think I'll go on for another 7 hours. Fuck it, might as well know at this point. Joselu, the striker that scored 11 goals in 79 games for Newcastle and Stoke, and they consider him a flop. That is the same as that's the same as Havertz. He scored 11 in 79. Havertz scored 19 in 91. That's almost the same, really. I mean, if he's a flop, Havertz is a flop. The 33-year-old has resurrected his career since returning to Spain 4 years ago and scored 17 goals in 38 games for Espanyol last season. Respectable total in the tough league. Joselu has even earned a place in the Spain side, making his debut in March and scoring 3 goals in 3 caps. Wow. Including the winner against Italy in the Nations League semi-finals on Thursday night. Interesting, huh? Fabrizio Romano again, guys, the super agent, in with the story. Joselu to Real. Platinum transfers, Spurs plot double Leicester swoop. So they say. He's here for a reason. Frank and Beckham, Brentford. Thomas Frank believes Romeo Beckham is a very good player and hopes he will make himself very interesting for Brentford. Yeah, hopefully. He's in the second team, but obviously he's in the B team now. But it'd be good if he came up. He's actually with Inter Miami, which is owned by his father David. He's coming. He said that he's going to play for them for a year. Signed permanent. Reds join Chelsea at Carrington Lavia. People say that the Arsenal will to him. I mean, Only Fools and Horses is legendary. Favorite episode. The hang gliding one is good, The hang gliding one, where Del Boy leaves Rodney fall asleep in the tanning machine, and then Rodney gets Del Boy to go hang gliding, even though he knows nothing about it, and he hits a weather mast. Then he pretends to be crippled, pretends to be paralyzed in a wheelchair when he's brought back from the hospital. That's a good one. There's so many. I mean, seriously, there's been so many though through the years. Yeah, the hang gliding one though, that's a funny one. Poor Rodney, man. Poor Rodney. Jesus, he was always getting the short end of the stick. Oh, when the two boys went to Miami, was good as well. I think that was a Christmas special or something, was it? Or I don't know, but when Rodney and Del Boy went to Miami, that was a good one as well. The boys he turned up to save the day. And Del Boy looked like a mafia boss living in Miami. Arsenal transfer headlines. Declan Rice has his heart set on the move to Arsenal despite Manchester City entering the race to sign him. Arsenal are reportedly preparing a fresh bid worth $100 million for Declan Rice after West Ham rejected an initial offer of $90 million plus add-ons. The battle to sign Rice has exploded with claims that 2 more top clubs are expected to bid for the midfielder in the next 24 hours after an opening offer from Arsenal was rejected. Arsenal will make a second attempt to sign Declan Rice after they had an opening offer for the midfielder rejected and have withdrawn their interest in Moises Caicedo, leaving Chelsea in prime position to sign the Brighton player. Inter Milan chasing Arsenal's Balogun. Very interesting. Bellingham passes first test unveiling. If Jude Bellingham delivers on the pitch in the same way as he did off it at his unveiling press conference, then he will shine at Real Madrid. Bellingham looked the part. He wore a smart suit. He wore a smart dark suit and tie, and he was presented with his new number 5 shirt. His mum and dad were unbelievably proud and nervous. Bellingham looked confident and was reveling in the occasion. Instruct the assembled media and noting press on first appearance is assured, relaxed, and confident style of speaking. To Bellingham's left were Real Madrid executives. Bellingham at Real Madrid, guys. Happy days, huh? Bellingham at Real, guys. Big up himself. Favorite episode, like I said, the hang gliding one. Man City remain locked in Gundogan talks. Manchester City remain locked in talks with Gundogan of a new contract that length of the deal and offer loses to be current sticking point. Gundogan is set to be a free agent on July the 1st, and City is set to have offered him a one-year deal plus the option of a 4-year. 32-year-old is open to continuing his City career following the treble triumph, but security is an increasingly important factor for a player of his age, something that a longer contract provides. And other clubs are understood to be willing to offer him longer long-term deals where Arsenal among those interested in Gundogan, as well as Barcelona. The future of Gundogan will form an integral part of City's summer transfer plans, and they may also impact on whether or not they will make a move for Declan Rice. City keep denying Rice's situation and Arsenal's rejection of an open bid from Arsenal. Chelsea in final negotiations over Caicedo. Brighton midfielder Moises Caicedo has opted to join Chelsea this summer. Garcia appointed Napoli boss. Interesting, guys. To be honest, I mean, what about us and all the length of time we have chased Caicedo? What about that, like? You know what I mean? Doesn't get us anywhere at the end of the day then, because we didn't even get the player. We couldn't even keep him. We couldn't even get him. What the hell is the point of that? What was the point of that? You know what I mean? What is the point of that? Just makes no sense whatsoever. Absolutely none. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. What can I say? It is what it is. How will West Ham replace Royce? Declan Sullivan, the West Ham owner, has said that Declan Rice has played his last game for the club, so they're already looking at other targets. I just wonder whether selling whether the same clubs will be looking at West Ham and how much money they'll have. It's one thing putting a valuation on Rice, and it's the other thing clubs turning around and saying we've got a bit more cash now, so maybe we'll raise the price. I told that Fulham's your Palina, Ajax's Edsel Alvarez, and Southampton's Jake was posted all of interest. We've got a Man United's alternatives to Kane. Rice latest, they expect Arsenal to go back in soon. Man United feel realistic amount price reachable. Romeo Beckham extends Brentford stay. Arsenal focused Rice, dressing out to Chelsea. What's he leaving last country after 5 years? Carlson, every player dreams of playing for Real Madrid. Carlson has revealed that he dreamed to wear Real Madrid's jersey, but the minute he still has to show why Tottenham paid big money to sign him from Everton. And he does. He was crap. The latest on Arsenal's pursuit of Rice and Havertz. Arsenal remain in talks with West Ham and Chelsea over the transfers of Rice and Havertz. I don't know why, but Havertz is not that good. Rice is an alright player. Havertz is not that good, in my opinion. It is what it is, you know. I just don't rate him. It's as simple as that. It's my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't think he's worth much. It is what it is. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up the live stream. I want to thank everybody for your continued support, your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. I might do another stream before I go to work tomorrow. I'm working at 5, so I might get up early and do a live stream. Thank you, like I said, to everyone for your continued support, for your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. Smash the like in this video for me. If you want to hit a donate, guys, do a super chat for $1 or $2. I appreciate it, as I am monetized. If not, just let my also gonna play this playthrough tonight, and I'll get paid for the advertisements. Alright, take it easy, guys. Enjoy your night. Good night to everybody. Thank you to McManus for your support. I appreciate it. And to Arsenal forever. Thank you for your razor sharp rate. Thank you to Thomas. And that's it. Thank you to everybody. I appreciate it, guys. And take care of yourselves. And see you next time. Come on, you winners. Peace.